Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Shamik Majumdar from Omkar Medicom, and today we're going to talk about one of the most common and important questions that students and parents ask. MBBS in China versus MBBS in Russia. Which is truly better? Both countries offer MBBS at a reasonable cost, which often leads to confusion, but affordability is just one part of the picture. At Omkar Medicom, we've been working closely with medical universities in both China and Russia for the past 15 years. We've personally visited almost all top universities, and we are official admission partner of 60+ universities in China and Russia. We have helped thousands of students begin their medical journey in these countries in the last 15 years. So today, I'm going to give you a clear, honest comparison based on 6 important factors, from language of teaching to clinical exposure, hostel distance, safety, and more. Our policy is very simple. We share complete and honest information with students before admission so that there are no surprises after you reach your university. Let's begin this eye-opening comparison now. Factor 1. MBBS scholarships and fees. Let's begin with the most crucial factor for every student and parent: the total cost of studying MBBS and the availability of scholarships. This factor alone can make or break your dream of becoming a doctor. In China, the situation is highly favorable. The total MBBS fees range from rupees 11 lakh to rupees 15 lakh for the entire course, not per year, but for the full MBBS course. These fees are officially quoted in Chinese yuan and are fixed throughout your course. No surprise hikes at any stage. On top of that, students can receive scholarships up to rupees 3 lakh per year based on performance and merit. If you're a deserving candidate, your entire study can become free. Yes, absolutely free. For universities like Qiqihar Medical University and Xinjiang Medical University, we already have pre-approved confirmed scholarships for eligible students. Don't forget to watch our dedicated scholarship video. The link is in the I button above. In Russia, the picture is quite different. The total fees range between rupees 18 lakh to rupees 45 lakh, depending on the university. And remember, in Russia, fees can fluctuate later during the course depending on the market conditions and currency value and currency transfer issues. We have a separate video on this currency transfer issue. Kindly see it. It is quite important for those students who will be going to Russia. Most importantly, there are no scholarships available for Indian or any foreign students in Russia. So, when it comes to affordability and scholarship support, China is far ahead of Russia, and with much lower fees and plenty of scholarship options to ease the financial burden on families.
Are you looking for MBBS in Russia, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Georgia, China, or MBBS in any country of your choice? You are free to choose any agency you want. Take admission through anyone, we won't bother you. But before making the first payment, before taking that final step, just call Omkar Medicom once. A simple phone call won't cost you anything, but it can save your entire career. We'll tell you the real truth. Pros and cons, actual package, hidden expenses, hostel quality, safety, visa and travel reality, and every truth that you need to know. We have been honestly guiding students for the last 15 years. Call Omkar Medicom today. Your bright future is your right.
Factor 2. Hostel and accommodation. Now, let's talk about one of the most important aspects of studying abroad: where and how you'll live during your MBBS journey. In China, the living experience is extremely student-friendly and well-organized. All students are compulsorily accommodated in university-managed hostels right inside the campus. You get either a 2-sharing or single-bedded premium room, similar to hotel standards, with air conditioning, separate beds, attached private bathrooms, full-time security and surveillance. This means total peace of mind for both students and parents. In Russia, unfortunately, hostel facilities are a serious concern. First, most hostels are scattered and located far away from the universities, 4 to 10 kilometers away, and in some cases, like in Kazan Federal, hostels are 28 kilometers away from the university. Second, the hostels in popular Russian universities, where Indian students go, can't even accommodate 10% of foreign students. So what happens? In the first year, students are often forced to live in 3-bedded, 4-bedded, or even 6-bedded bunk rooms. Imagine 6 students squeezed into a tiny 100-square-foot room. It becomes extremely uncomfortable and unhygienic, and things get worse in the second year. Last year, many universities couldn't even provide 6-bedrooms. Students were compelled to rent private apartments for around 1 lakh rubles per year, usually far from the university. Add some more issues that you may face in Russia: complicated police registration with a private address, discipline issues, safety concerns, and exorbitant living costs. One matter I forgot to say, that is in Russia, you will not get any attached washroom. All the washrooms, bathrooms, and toilets are on the ground floor only. Plus, there are no lifts or elevators in these Russian hostels. So when it comes to hostel comfort, safety, affordability, and peace of mind, China is the clear winner.
So you've chosen to study MBBS abroad, but confused about hostel conditions? Will you get one? Is it near the university? Is it safe and affordable? Why are you taking stress when we are with you? Just call Omkar Medicom, helping students for the last 15 years, no matter the country or university. Tell us the name. We'll give you the truth. A phone call is free, but it might just save your future. Call Omkar Medicom today.
Factor 3. Teaching medium. This is one of the most crucial factors in your MBBS journey, so please listen carefully. In China, MBBS is taught in 100% English medium in all NMC-approved universities, and this has been the standard since the 1990s. Whether it's theory classes, practical training, or clinical exposure, everything is conducted entirely in English. Even the exams, written, oral, or viva, are held only in English. Not a single medical subject class will be taught in the Chinese language. This gives students a clear academic advantage. In Russia, the system is very different. Most universities follow a bilingual teaching system, That means they start teaching in English, but by the second or third year, they gradually switch to the Russian medium for clinical and hospital-based training. In some Russian universities, about 20% of medical subjects are taught in Russian, while in others it can go up to 50% to 70%. So, if you're considering Russia for MBBS, it's extremely important to choose the university wisely. Call us at Omkar Medicom to know which Russian universities still conduct maximum classes in English, and whether they're a good fit for your future medical career. In this point, absolute winner is China, 100% English medium medical studies.
Every agent claims, our university is 100% English medium. But is it really? Most of them can't even find the country on Google Maps. So, how can they guide your future? Call Omkar Medicom. We know the truth, the location, and the language policy of every university. One call can save your career. Don't hesitate. Call now.
Factor 4. Practical labs and hospital training facilities. Now let's talk about one of the most critical parts of any MBBS course: hospital exposure and hands-on training. In China, medical universities are directly attached to super specialty hospitals with more than 10,000 beds right inside the campus. These hospitals have over 400 running operation theaters and receive, on average, more than 15,000 OPD patients daily. Students start getting direct real patient interaction from the second year itself under the supervision of experienced doctors. This kind of early and vast exposure builds strong clinical confidence, which is essential for every future doctor. But in Russia, the scenario is very different. Most medical universities are associated with very small clinics, generally between 10 to 50 beds and at most 200 to 300 beds in some rare cases. In Russia, hospital training is mostly done on the simulation process, that is, with artificial models of patients. To know this in detail, kindly call me. As a result, clinical exposure is extremely limited and not sufficient to match the standards required for today's medical profession and build your proper confidence as an esteemed doctor. Just imagine the difference. 10,000 beds in China versus 50 to 300 beds in Russia. Let me also add, China is the second most populous country in the world, so such huge hospital infrastructure is necessary. and it's also a big advantage for medical students to train in this kind of real-world environment. So the clear winner in this point is again China. More clinical exposure, better hands-on training, and real patient care experience. To know more about hospital facilities in any country or college of your interest, just call me. I will explain everything in detail, including the best way to conduct your hospital studies. Factor 5. Travel expenses and cost of living. Let's now discuss a very practical but often ignored point: travel expenses and daily cost of living. In China, all university facilities, hostels, hospitals, classrooms, labs, everything is located inside the same campus. So, students don't need to step outside for classes or hospital training. As a result, there are absolutely no daily travel expenses. This not only saves money, but also saves time and keeps students safe and stress-free. But in Russia, the situation is the opposite. As I explained earlier, the class buildings, labs, hostels, and hospitals are all scattered across different locations in the city. So students are forced to spend around $100 every month on local taxi transport just to attend their daily classes. Now, cheaper options like buses or trams are available, but they are not always reliable due to time constraints or delays, especially in the freezing Russian winters. So the clear winner in this factor is also China. No extra travel expenses, everything within walking distance inside the safe university campus. For a real estimate of your daily travel expenses of any college, just call me. I visited over 60% of the world for medical admissions and can guide you with the latest info to plan your budget right. Factor 6. PG, MD or MS, scope and facilities. Let's now talk about the postgraduate opportunities after completing MBBS, a very important factor for any serious medical student. In this aspect, both China and Russia offer PG options. That means, in both countries, you can pursue your MD or MS after finishing MBBS. But the difference lies in cost and the practical benefits you get during PG. Let's first talk about China. In China, you can do your entire PG in any subject absolutely free. Yes, you heard it right. Absolutely free. The Chinese government offers full scholarships to deserving candidates for PG courses. Not only that, the entire MD-MS program is conducted in a 100% English medium, no matter where you completed your MBBS from. Plus, you will receive a handsome monthly stipend of around rupees 50,000. That's 5,000 RMB, for working a few hours every day in the hospital. So in total, over your 3-year PG course, you will actually earn around rupees 18 lakhs as a stipend. It's a win-win opportunity, no tuition fees, and a good monthly income. Now let's come to Russia. In Russia, there is no scholarship for PG, You will have to pay the full tuition fee, arrange your own accommodation, and manage all travel expenses on your own. On average, the total cost of doing PG in Russia is around rupees 15 lakhs for 3 years. Yes, you will get a monthly stipend, but it's very low, just about rupees 18,000. So in this factor too, the clear winner is China. Free PG with stipend versus expensive PG with low stipend. The choice is obvious. So let's now come to the final verdict, which by now is probably clear to all of you. China is the much better choice for MBBS. If we compare China and Russia, based on the 6 key factors we've just discussed, China emerges as the clear winner in every single aspect. Higher scholarships available, up to rupees 3 lakh per year, safe and affordable 2-sharing or single-bed hostels inside the campus, 100% English medium teaching throughout the course, real clinical exposure in 10,000 plus bedded hospitals from the 2nd year, extremely low cost of living with 0 travel expenses, PG, MDMS options available completely free with monthly stipend. For Indian students, MBBS in China is undoubtedly the best option. It offers world-class medical education at an affordable cost and ensures a bright, secure career, whether you choose to settle in India or abroad. If you still have questions or confusion, feel free to contact Omkar Medicom. We're here to guide you step by step to make the best decision for your medical future. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel. We upload helpful new videos every alternate day. This is Dr. Shamik Majumdar signing off for now. See you in the next video.